Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Scott Kazmir, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, something to watch for when runners get on. How does he fare? Hasn't had a lot of success. It seems like when he's pitching out of the stretch, hitters seem to get to him a lot more often.
Ben Revere heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 9.
First pitch tonight is looked at for strike one as we get underway at 7:11 p.m. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
And they're in need of a good pitching performance here just to shake them out of this slump they're in. They've won just once in 5 games on this current homestand, so they're definitely going in the wrong direction.
Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. Kazmir into the windup. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, guys, I think this team really needs Ryan Zimmerman to turn it around. He wasn't seeing the ball as well as he usually does last month. Only able to go deep 1 time in that entire span. Just needs to focus on good at-bats, and the power output will follow.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that's in there for strike one. There you see the league leaders in hitting we touched on a moment ago. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
And you can tell that out there on the mound, he's definitely thinking about back-to-back strikeouts here to start off this ball game. He gets it to 2 strikes on the number 2 hitter, but then he can't come up with that put-away pitch, and he winds up serving up a 1-out single.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. And with that, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality. Plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Jason Worth will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, anytime you hit over 400 for a 10-game stretch, you're going pretty well, and his last game was a great indication of that.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Well, that is such a good pitch. First pitch changeup, when you know a guy's a first pitch fastball guy, just use his aggressiveness against him.
And he falls behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Puig moves over. And that ends the inning. So it's a scoreless first inning for Scott Kazmir. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Steven Strasburg. The California-born right-hander is on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s. Looking to continue that trend here in this one.
Yasiel Puig comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off for
first.
the Dodgers, right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too high, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Scorched to third. Fielded by Rendon. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I know they're just waiting for Jock Peterson to come alive. Last month, he was absolutely brutal at the plate, finishing with an OBP total under 200. Opposing pitchers seem like they found a hole, and they have just continued to exploit it.
Corey Seager will dig in now as we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a high chopper. Zimmerman gonna have to hurry. And the flip to a hustling Strasburg covering at the bag for the out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Jock Peterson will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs.
And near the top of the league in slugging. So that means he's doing a lot more than just hitting the ball out of the yard. He's also getting a lot of extra base hits.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Quite a matchup here. You've got one of the front runners for the Cy Young matching up against one of the front runners for the MVP.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Here it comes, 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Dodgers are turned away their first time around. On to the second now from Los Angeles. No score here on the show. Daniel Murphy is set to stand in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action. Kazmir has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to short. Seager is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Danny Espinosa.
Danny Espinosa will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Batting seventh, the right
Michael
fielder,
Taylor will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Here comes the first pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Adrian Gonzalez will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Revere is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Justin Turner will stride in now as he'll enter play as the 2nd leading hitter in the entire National League.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. So it's a 1-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits.
Yeah, and you can find him 1 spot off the top. 2nd in the National League right now. And I'll tell you, it almost looks like BP when he steps up to the plate. Putting together another nice performance in this one, too.
Will Venable will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Into the seats, 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he misses with it, 1-1. Ground ball right side. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away, and making his way in is the second baseman Chase Utley. Hit to short, right to Espinosa. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 left for LA. We'll move to the third with no score. Jose Lobaton will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Jose Lobaton.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Peterson is over. 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Into the box, Steven Strasburg. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Kazmir gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Called strike 0-2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Third inning, no score to this point. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And that misses 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches, and then finally he just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Ben Revere will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Yasmani Grandal will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And the pitch on 2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, 3-1 now to start the inning. You don't want to set this up for him so that the pitcher gets a sacrifice opportunity.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And one gone now in the Dodger third.
Batting ninth.
A reminder that Dodger baseball continues all season long here on the show. There you get a look at what's coming up over the course of the next 7 days. Striding into the box, Scott Kazmir, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. The tag, and he's out. Great job adjusting to the throw and applying the tag in time.
And just judging by that swing, that looked to be a missed hit and run to me. On show track, you can see that that pitch was in the strike zone, so that's a ball that he's got to get some wood on.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Anthony Rendon will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Kazmir's ready. 1-1 on its way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Ryan Zimmerman is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled on the ground to short. Seager Comes up with it. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Settling in now, Jason Worth. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Here comes the 1-0. Line to the right side. And this one was tailing on him, but he was able to reach down, pull it in, and with it, the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Corey Seager is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
Shot toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Pulled toward right center field. Revere is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Adrian Gonzalez is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Worth is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Daniel Murphy heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Hit on the ground to short. To his left, Seager. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Danny Espinoza in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
To short. Seager on the grass. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Digging in now, Michael Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Kazmir sets. 1-2 on its way. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Jose Lobaton is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard liner toward short. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. Halfway home, still no score. Justin Turner comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hitting machine for them.
Digging in, Will Venable. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
And that's the trouble when you have to try and bunt a hard fastball like he has. Sometimes it's hard to really deaden that ball, which is what you're trying to do, but this ball gets hit fairly hard to third.
So a runner on second with one down now, and making his way in is the second baseman Chase Utley. Hoping to keep it tied, here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Murphy. Throw to first, and Utley's retired. 2 gone.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
Yasmani Grandal is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
The 0-1 on its way. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Steven Strasburg will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
37, Steven Strasburg.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hit sharply on the ground. Utley is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Ben Revere ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Anthony Rendon will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Now here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hit hard up the middle. Seager ranging up the middle. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Well, never too late to get a rally started. He gets a little fortunate here to beat this one out, but he's going to take it. And that gives his guys a shot here with 2 outs.
Ryan Zimmerman will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Good fastball there by Kazmir. 0-1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Nationals leave 1. We are still scoreless. Scott Kazmir will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Pitcher, Scott Kazmir.
Strasburg steps into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. Backhanded. Throw on by Espinoza takes care of him for the first out.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Yasiel Puig will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Down the third baseline. On to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance.
I want you to watch this throw here. You know, this isn't in the dirt. It's not in the sun. It's right there, but he just drops it. No real explanation for it, just a bad error.
Corey Seager will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Revere. 2 gone.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Jock Peterson will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Pause, now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Strasburg with a check at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 0-2 delivery. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Dodgers leave 1. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Jason Worth will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Puig is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. The 0-2 home. Pops this one up. Turner is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
He got caught in a situation where he had to protect with 2 strikes. He's probably fortunate he even got wood on this one, but it didn't matter much as this turns into an easy little soft liner.
Standing in now, Danny Espinoza. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
The right fielder, number 3.
Michael Taylor stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Hot shot to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. Still no score. Adrian Gonzalez steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Still no runs on the board for either team, and it might come down to who can manufacture a run first.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Strasburg is ready. Here it is on 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And that's swung on and missed, so Adrian's a strikeout victim here, and there's 1 away.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Stepping in, Justin Turner. He singled his last time up. Hot shot on the ground is short. Espinoza's up with it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 30, Will Venable.
Will Venable will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2. No runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Sent out to straightaway center field. Revere has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. We are still scoreless. Wilson Ramos is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Wilson Ramos.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Puig. Oh, and he botches it. Around first, heading for second now.
The pitcher, number 37.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Steven Strasburg will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Looking to get that go-ahead run over to third as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. It's been the kind of game we've come to expect here at Dodger Stadium over the years as you check the line score. Pitching, defense, and not a whole lot of offense to this point. Ben Revere will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Comes set, now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Puig. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
Yeah, not a really good at-bat right there. He got the fly ball he was looking for, but nowhere near deep enough to risk trying to get that go-ahead run home from third base.
Anthony Rendon ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Bounced foul off to the right near Davey Lopes, a former Gold Glover himself in the first base coaching box. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Looking to keep the shutout intact. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Nationals leave one, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Wilson Ramos will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Chase Utley leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. Swing and a line drive. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Here you go. Let's check this out in show motion. Well, look at him pick up that front leg, bring it down to get set, and then bang! Right down the left field line. That's a great look there.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll ground this one foul off to the right, it's strike one. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2.
Yeah, that's just not really good form right there. He's just kind of jabbing at that thing.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. And the term pitcher's duel doesn't even do justice to what we've had here so far. As you can see on the graphic, 2 dominating performances and 2 shutouts to this point from our 2 starters. Scott Kazmir will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Strasburg comes set. First pitch on the way. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And in a tie ball game, this is not a surprise to see the pitcher putting one down here with one away. Now at least to give your leadoff man a chance to bring in that go-ahead run with 2 outs.
Yasiel Puig will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Grounded to third. Rendon is there. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, this has been a tight back-and-forth game, so you'd hate to have it decided on a play like this, but you picked the wrong time to make a mistake of this magnitude, and that lets the go-ahead run come in to score.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Here's Corey Seager. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike one.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ballgame and kept his team in the ballgame.
No ball.
And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Looking to keep this a one-run game. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Well, you can tell he thought he had him.
I thought he had him too.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. There's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. Around third is Puig headed for the plate. The throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll exit after a good 7 2/3, but he'll also be on the hook for the L unless things get turned around here.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a
pitching for the
lefty
Nationals,
waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Felipe Rivera.
Jock Peterson will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. LA's on top, 3-0. Ryan Zimmerman will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
74, Kenley Jansen.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. It's almost a guarantee that any lead you leave him is pretty darn safe these days. He's like a starting pitcher's security blanket, and we'll see if he can wrap this one up, too.
Jason Worth comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swing and a line drive. Bases are empty, one man out. And another foul ball. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letter.
Here's Daniel Murphy now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. In line for the victory is Scott Kazmir if our current score holds. That evens it up 1-1. That nibbled the corner there but missed 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, that's a good all-around performance. And hey, look at it this way. They're 1-0 here to start the summer off as they get it started with a W.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 3-0. Good night from Los Angeles.